Hey and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I made these 3 awesome decorative pieces inspired by items that I saw in the Pottery Barn catalog, and I recreated them using mostly dollar store products. Check it out. In this first piece, I created the design using my Cricut maker. I just kind of designed it based on what I saw and printed it out. I also used a mirror from Dollar Tree, some crimson red Waverly chalk paint, and a foam brush that I got at Michael's. So to start the project, I removed all of the packaging from the item. I removed the mirror from the frame, and then I painted the frame using the Waverly chalk paint. Because the paint dried so quickly, I was actually able to almost immediately put the mirror back into the frame. After that, I just cleaned up the frame so that it had no more fingerprints or any of the dust or anything like that, so it would be fresh for my decal. I went ahead and put transfer tape over my decal, peeled it off, positioned, and placed it where I wanted it. I think this project turned out super perfect. The only thing that I would have done differently is probably antiquing the mirror. I left that part out because when I looked up how to exactly do that project, it said that I needed acid and all of this other stuff, and it seemed like it was a really extensive project. I was trying to complete this quickly during my kids' nap time. Plus, I have 2 babies that are 2 and under, and I didn't feel comfortable having acid lying around. Overall, I saved a ton on this project, and I think mine looks really, really good. What do you think? For project number 2, you will need some more decals printed out. I designed and printed out the decals from using my Cricut maker. I am using a sign that I got from the 99-cent store, the 99-cent only store. It was $1.99. And then I'm using the same crimson red chalk paint and the same brush that I was using. So to start this project off, I removed the packaging and I actually flipped it over just to see if there was any way that I would be able to utilize the other side rather than the side that is printed on. And it has hanging holes on it, so I was unable to use that. So I just decided to paint over the sign like I had originally planned. I do have to admit that I was quite impatient when I was painting this. I should have waited between coats to let it dry so that I didn't have to do as many coats. I had to do about 3 coats because I was really impatient and I did not want to let it dry fully before I went on to the next coat. And yeah, I probably wasted a lot of paint. After I was done painting, I added some transfer tape over my decals and I attempted to transfer them onto the board. Again, I was very impatient. I did not let the paint fully dry. If you try to attempt this, I do recommend letting the paint dry because the stickers, I just didn't really account for the fact that I was putting vinyl stickers on top of wet paint. So it was very, very difficult to get the vinyl to adhere to the paint. And yeah, it just ended up making for a very tedious and lengthy part of the project. Aside from the vinyl on wet paint, this project turned out exactly how I wanted it to. It actually turned out better than I thought it would, and it is so sitting in my house and looking amazing. And my final project was this bronze pedestal tray. It was a fantastically fast, simple project. I'd highly recommend it. This puppy is $199 at Pottery Barn, and it was only a few dollars for me to make. For this project, you will need a pie pan from Dollar Tree, a candle holder from Dollar Tree, your hot glue gun, some E6000 glue, and some bronze spray paint. I used Rust-Oleum brand because I tend to gravitate towards Rust-Oleum brand paint. Oh yes, and I almost forgot the most important piece, some scented pine cones. I also used some holly berries that I did not have a picture of here, but I put some little sprigs, little pieces of the, probably just a single sprig of holly berries from Dollar Tree. So I took these two bad boys outside and spray painted them bronze, and it maybe took a half an hour for it to dry, but it was a hot day. So like I said, I let the items dry for about a half an hour before I brought them inside. It turned out a really beautiful shade of bronze, and I use a combination of E6000 glue and hot glue to adhere the two pieces together. The E6000 makes it more sturdy, I guess I want to say, but the hot glue in combination, the hot glue kind of lets you use it a little sooner. So I like to use the two in combo. And there you are, easy peasy. Look how simple that was, super quick. Then finally you just take the pine cones and arrange them the way you like. You just kind of throw them in there. And then I used a couple, like I said, some holly berries in it so that I could add a little more to the decor. You guys, these pieces turned out so incredibly cute. I seriously cannot, I literally saved myself $191 making this pedestal. Altogether for all three of these projects, I would have spent well over $400. I literally saved myself maybe $379 if I got that one on sale. That's incredible. So I think this is pretty worth it. It was super simple. I did it in a day, all three in a day, during my kids' nap time. I highly recommend it.